Hey guys, what's going on? So I want to talk on this one about more like what's the point really? Maybe on some like Lincoln Park in the end, it doesn't even matter type shit. Um, Look, we all know this too, but then we get reattached and like re into our script, reattached to the physical realm. But we all sort of know this anyways. Like it's just more like a reminder because your mind has a tendency to sort of dismiss this, forget it. I don't know if it's a mental comfort seeking thing or like a survival tactic, but we all sort of know this. But just a friendly reminder that none of this shit really matters. It doesn't. Like all the NDEs, all the multiple life things, all the spiritual teachings, all the religious things, all that stuff is not observable. What we observe is when we die, we cease to what we call us ceases to exist. What we call us can even get damaged. Like if we get a head injury, we can forget certain parts of our lives. Um, so what is us? If I wake up every day and I'm 22 years old and I think I'm repeating this day over and over again, and that's what I am, is that thing, whatever that is, if we can even call that a human. People with Alzheimer's, heavy Alzheimer's, they think they're in another dimension. That's who they are now. They perceive their reality from that perspective. So our memories make up who we are. But so is that a real person? Yes, it's still a real person, right? I would think so. But the truth is, if you shut off the complete brain, though, then they shut down completely, wouldn't they? Because you're telling me you can damage a part of the brain and shut off like their 30s and 40s. They can't even remember them anymore because of a head injury or something like that. But but that is all they have. If they don't have access to that part of their brain, so what if I shut the whole brain on? You would assume what we call a soul doesn't exist. That we would just end. So then I would argue if it all just ends someday, if we have one and done, this we experience this life, whatever's going on here, I'm assuming it's unforgiven to what happens to us, just based on what I observe here. So I'm assuming we end. Um, and if that's true, then none of this shit really fucking matters. None of it matters. You could say it is all that matters. What are you saying, Chris? So if my dog dies, I shouldn't cry. I shouldn't get upset. I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm telling you that it doesn't matter if you end at the end of the day. Everything we stress about, everything we worry about, everything we put our focus on and our energy and the things we get lost in, the rabbit holes we go down in, the things we get interested in, man, it's all really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, none of it actually fucking matters. And we all get so invested to the point that people are so invested in the script of this stupid reality that they'll blow their brains out because it's so bad. They just get so into it, and it's really, it's like, dude, no, this shit don't even matter. This shit don't even matter. Hi V, how you doing, love? Yeah, you're one of the earliest ones. You're the first person to comment. Oh, I gotta put on a live chat. Don't forget to put on live chat. But yeah, just I'm sitting there thinking like, bro, and people can just die. I knew people that died when they were 17. I didn't know people personally, but I knew people that died younger than that in our family. Um, I know people that died when they were in their 30s. So, just grab their chest and fall down type shit. You can go at any time. You can die at any moment. And all the shit you thought about, worried about, and stressed about, and the car notes and the mortgage and the Illuminati and the evil government and the fucking soul trapper simulation, like all of it, from your perspective, it's lights out. It's over. I know that that is the most hard truth to deal with. That I'm finite, I'm going to end. That's the most impossible truth to deal with. But again, that's what I observe happening here. If the essence that you are leaves the body and ends up powering another body later on or something like that, okay, but that's not that person that's body you were powering before. Because you're the essence, you're the energy that powers the body, but you're not the memories of the body. Because, like I said, if you get a head injury or you get Alzheimer's, You as the soul don't have access to that anymore, which means you aren't the memories. You're the energy that powers the avatar. You are my top fan on this stream. Thank you, V. I appreciate that. I try not to stress anymore. Yeah, stress is all a part of the system to keep us attached to a finite existence. You could say in a weird way, you could almost argue in a weird way that what we call the Illuminati, the most evil ones, the ones that constantly keep us stressed, distracted, worried, they keep us super attached to the life thing. You could say they're the most righteous people. I mean, in a weird way, you could almost argue that. If what I'm saying is the truth, I understand why they don't tell people the truth. I really I mean, man, I never thought the day would come and be, wait, no, maybe they actually are doing the right thing. Like, I mean, I don't know. To me, there's no good reason for war. And I mean, you could say that like the COVID thing or whatever, man, it really, it keeps them panicked and freaked out and all this shit, the stuff that comes with it. You better get the jab, and is that stuff safe? And like it just keeps us at a constant, like, whoa, like scared, obsessed, stressed out. And we always go, well, they're doing that to enslave us or whatever. But the truth is, they may be doing that to keep us distracted, because if we're not distracted and we fully realize the real truth about reality, we will all want to not exist anymore, I think. I'm listening in, been pondering some of my thoughts. Why I wish people treated one another better. We never know when anyone is going to go. Yeah, you never know. And then there's even some people that should go, that you're almost begging the Lord to take them. Their situation is so bad. But no, those are the ones that get stuck in suffering. And this whole place makes no sense whatsoever. It really does feel like hell. I see suffering everywhere. I can't comprehend why people want to have children. Makes me so sad. I actually do understand why people want to have children, because it gives their life meaning. It gives their life meaning. If you ask anybody, the average human will say that, average person that had kids. And you could ask the average person that doesn't have kids what in their life gives them so much meaning. They probably won't have too many answers. But the ones that did have kids will say, my children. Children give people meaning. It gives them responsibility, things to focus on. Reality's shitty if you don't have those things. And that's weird. That's weird. We're in a dark, hellish fucking realm. Ooh, man, I got the burger hanging out, bro. I don't want y'all looking at anyway. That shit don't look good. But make them feel like they belong. I didn't even look at my shit until just now. I should have put on a goddamn shirt, but it's warm in here. This summer, especially, it's like really fucking hot. So, what up, Kazak? How you doing? Dude, your last name always reminds me of a Guar song called Bombs. I think it was called, was it Bombs? No. Oh, no. I'm thinking of another song. Bombs Over Baghdad's an Outkast song. No, I'm thinking of, I think it was called Hail Saddam. Hail Saddam, go, go. Because in the song he says something about, I think he said something about Bombs Over Baghdad, does he? I might be getting two songs twisted up, but gives them validation. Saying it's horrible. Yeah, it's gives their life meaning. If most parents, if you just took their kids out of their life and said, what in your life has the highest amount of meaning? Everybody watching this already knows the answers are going to be mixed and silly, and not to pick on anybody. Everybody's into their own shit, right? Like everybody's into what they're into. I'm not picking on nobody. But when you tell me what you're into, 99% of the time, I'm going to see it weird or corny. It's just the things that people give meaning are sort of silly. Like people that collect, old, I'm not picking on my neighbor or whatever, but he's an example that just pops in my head because it's an hobby. He collects like For a while, he collected old typewriters, which were actually really cool. Those looked like they were like big, heavy duty machines, but he gave that hobby up, and then he started collecting like old hole punches or staplers. And then, he even has like hole punches or office supplies is really what it is. And then even he's got like, what is it? A pencil sharpener. Like, I'm talking a fucking heavy dude. This thing weighs like 60 pounds. It's a heavy duty ass fucking pencil sharpener, but it's got a base where all the shavings collected. It's literally like 50 pounds, and you have to unscrew the bottom and shake out the things and then put it back. It's like, boom, you set it on the table. It's like some heavy. He likes like old, which I think is kind of cool, but I'm not into that. The truth is, I think it's silly. Who cares? They're fucking staplers and hole punches. Somebody may show me their action figure collection. I loved action figures when I was a kid. I played with action figures. I don't care about your action figure collection. It's a joke. Well, Chris, what are you into? I make stupid little AI music videos. And if one of them looked at my video, they'd be like, that's silly. Who cares? That's something stupid. For me, I'm like, I'm putting truth in the music, so it's not just, a music video. I'm spreading truth to her. And I tell myself what I need to make my thing feel special. But man, again, you take somebody's kids away, it's like, what's special about you? Like, what has a lot of meaning? Well, I really like jet skis and boats and fishing. And I like action figures. And I like staplers. I like collecting rocks and stuff. What do you mean rocks? Quartz. And then I'll collect my fucking magic crystals, whatever they are, my amethysts and my, you collect rocks. Yeah, mine are magical though. Everybody's like a little stupid fucking, there's no meaning to have in this simulation. Look around, for Christ's sakes. One had this super rare condition that caused bent bones, and another boy. Oh no, I'm sorry, I missed, give me 1 second, guys. I may have missed some comments here. They say it gives them meaning, but wow, nothing can justify it for me. Knowing how suffering is inevitable, I just saw a video on special books for kids. These people had like 10 kids. One mushroom. You also got to remember too that maybe every one of them kids is happy to be alive. They don't have the same perspective or outlook on life that you do. Maybe you said that one, every single one, are you happy to be alive? They'd be like, sure. Maybe they're not ecstatic about it, but who knows? Like everybody's different. One had the super rare condition that caused bent bones, and the other boy had Down syndrome. You could tell there was so much pain and burden laid on the other young kids, even years. Oh my God. Well, that sucks. But we can complain about it for 1 trillion years. What's that going to do? Do you think that's going to stop Forrest Gump from having sex with a woman if he can, and pumping out little damaged kids or whatever? It don't matter. It don't matter. We can complain about it forever. Look at the title of this video. None of this shit matters. It's a joke. Yeah, but you're right. I'm not saying you're not right. You're right. Human beings make other souls suffer. Outcast has bombs over. Yeah, bombs over Baghdad. And it has bagpipes from Baghdad. Now it was my brain it was playing that Guar song, but it's not bombs over Baghdad. It's actually House who down go. I can remember the lyrics to it. Here in the inside, running around the world, rounding around with a saxophone. Where is the president? Where? I think he says something about. I don't know why that my brain lined up Baghdad with that, but I do know "Bombs Over Baghdad" is an Outkast song. I don't think I like that song. To take care of the one. One of my favorite Outkast songs, other than probably what's the one where it's my mom voice and band supposed to win, count to 10, meet the twin Andre Ben, welcome to the Lions Den. But what it would be fuck, I haven't listened to them in 20 years. I mean, what the fuck was the name of that song? Baby, did you hear that? Yeah, baby, I heard it too. They're coming when they money. This guy is electric blue. Plumbing where they're crying because of you. I can't remember. It's almost like a rock hip hop mix, but I can't remember the name of it. The lyrics are actually really cool. They're like escaping Earth, and Mother Earth is crying out and dying. carried the deformities the mom had to teach the 8-year-old to clear it. Oh my god. And you guys like talking about some fucking nasty shit. Well, that's life. They were born sobbing. Exactly. That's the first clue. Yep. Wheels of Steels was the shit. Hey, Chris, what's up? Oh yeah, yeah, that is a good. That's a fucking that's a stoner song to me. The wheels of steel. How the hell did that go? Jeez, dude, I know it. Uh, they got the wheels. This is making me feel nostalgic now. Now I gotta look this shit up. Boom, boom. Isn't that like one? Outcast Wheels of Steel. Outcast Wheels of Steel. Why is this thing not working? Oh, maybe because I'm streaming. They got the wheels of steel. Yeah, that's a good one. Wheels of steel. That whole Funkalicious, whatever that one was called, Funkalicious Catalytic Expedaliosis or whatever album was a great album. Another day in paradise, baby. Another day being tormented by entities that enjoy this simulation and tormenting other characters in the simulation. I swear I'm controlled by my urges. I literally can't stop using my fleshlight. I generally hate the biological urges I get. Anyway, what's up? That's weird, pessimist. Actually, lately I've been struggling with that, which is weird because I don't have much of it. I'm not a fleshlight, but rubbing one out every day. I'm like, sort of like, I do it and then I feel bad about it. And I'm like, can I just stop doing this? But then I can't stop doing it, which is weird because I don't even have like a high sex drive. I don't have a high sex drive. It's weird. It sounds like I'm being controlled or something, but the body programming is hell. I agree. The pessimistic realist. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. You sounded good, bro. What's your favorite genre of music? Good job on your EDM music. Oh, that's not my EDM music. One of my subscribers named Benjamin, I think was his name, sent that in and he's like, could you, he said he did it all manually, like he made the beat himself. And he's like, could you just alter this one with your program and see how it comes out? So I just made him a whole little music video I thought was cute. Like the name of the song was Edward Scissorhands or whatever. But yeah, I'm not into EDM. I was into dubstep, which to me seems like a sort of type of EDM. For a little bit, I was into dubstep. It really is. If I had access to a woman who was rich, I would literally be a sex addict. I want my sex drive. Just because I can rub one out doesn't mean I would be good in bed with it or whatever. I want my sex drive back. Fuck all that other shit. I didn't know you did music, Chris. Yeah, yeah. I've been doing it for like months now, a couple months now. I write most of the shit. Everything I do, I write the music for it. There's certain ones I didn't write where AI wrote the lyrics, but usually I say inspired by or whatever. But everything else, I write it. All the raps, I wrote all those. The ones I did recently, I wrote all that. AI sucks at writing. It doesn't. Okay, so let me say this. What's the one that I actually liked that AI wrote it? But it's not so much that the lyrics were dope. Again, that's so. This might be a bad example. It's just that the song came out really good. I mean, everything was very cinematic. The one I made called "In This Soul Trap Simulation," that one. I think it's called "In This Soul Trap Simulation." That one was written by AI. But everything else, and when you see me say featuring Burnt Relic, uh, he wrote those lyrics. Like Burnt Relic wrote those lyrics. When I made the Thunderlord, Shangel wrote those lyrics. Those aren't AI. None of these are AI. Truther in a Corporate Suit may have been AI. I don't know, but Den sent me those lyrics. But yeah, all the rest of these I wrote them. Yeah, batteries in hell, some foolish bitches. I am the demon. I wrote I am the demon earlier. I like it, dude. It's for me. It's weird. I'll be writing, and I'll put in a line, and then I'll get stuck for 10 minutes, and I can't. I just can't get past that line, and then I'll go, and I'll think of something. I'll go, and I'll type the next line, and then the third line, then the fourth line, then the fifth line, then the sixth line, then the seventh line. And I start typing. I'm like, and I get lost in my head for a sec, and I'll do more in just a few seconds of typing than 10 minutes of me sitting there trying to think of the next line. It's weird the way that that works. It's almost like, I mean, this shit's been repeated before. It's almost like we're just antennas that receive signals or something. Like, whoever's writing that music's not me in a weird way, right? Because you can say me's the one that's sitting there for fucking, maybe it's not 10 minutes, maybe it's 5 minutes. I'm just impatient. It may even be a couple minutes. I don't know, but I'll sit there for a couple minutes and nothing comes to me. And then I'll be thinking about it. I'll go, oh, yeah, that sounded cool. And then I almost forget the line I just said. So I'll try to remember it real quick, put it in. And then I'll just start going and I won't stop. I almost enter not a trance. I'm not like sitting here like, ooh, but I'm like almost like zoned out or zoned in. I guess I don't know how to explain it. But anyways, I read the lyrics to Ariel's System of a Down the other day, and it's just so in your face, soul trap all of it. Really, that's a good song. I'm not a lyric guy. I don't normally pay attention to lyrics, but I don't really have a sex drive at all anymore. Or maybe I do. I don't. That's what's weird. It's no, you don't. Well, here's okay. So this is adult stuff, sexual stuff. I'm sorry, guys. It comes up, but I would say it's weird because like getting an erection is not a problem, but it's like the want to have, or that horniness feeling for me sort of gone. I'm like, man, can I perform right now? I don't even shit. Even if I pulled an old lady, I don't know if I'd be able to. I don't know. Well, I mean, there's only one way to find out, boys. One thing that makes me addicted to this realm is plants and animals, the nature. I love it. I feel a sense of purpose caring for them. Some days I do. Depends on how the chemicals in my brain are that day. Because sometimes I'll be out there in nature and it's beautiful, and other days I'll be like, "Fuck this fucking mosquitoes and fucking bullshit." So it just depends what day you catch me on. The lyrics you write are fantastic. Thank you, Mushroom. I appreciate that. I need to work better on my flow. It's weird, but I'm trying to make songs that make sense. So to flow constantly is difficult. If I could just I'm gonna just make a fun rap song and then just do like something called like wordplay or something. That's what I'll do. That sounds fun to me. Where I just rap my ass off. It doesn't have to be about a specific topic or story. I could just rap for fun. Actually, the one I just did recently was gonna be that I am the god because in battle rap or rap or in general, you could talk about killing people, and that just makes it so interesting. Like you could say, "I'll bash your fucking head until you dead again, motherfucker," and you can like explain ways to murder people, basically. And when I started that song, that's what I was going to do because I'm the god of the reality, right? I'm going to enjoy watching y'all suffer, struggle. It just doesn't go that way. It doesn't go that way. Like the songs sort of take a way of their own. I wanted to talk about and watch you motherfuckers bleeding and grieving this, and flow with it. But that's just not the way the song went. It's like it's weird the way it works. But anyway, hey, oh Jesus, man, I'm having trouble. I'm going in a couple of hours. Fuck yeah, pessimist. Get that blood flowing, get a good sweat. Did doing mushrooms or psychedelics help you realize this is simulation more? So I feel mushrooms help me that big time. Nope. No, they really didn't help me at all. I sort of came to those conclusions just off old soberness, or you could say weed high. Weed high. You play instruments. Now I used to play the guitar a little bit, but I always wanted drums. But I was just, I could never afford them. They're pretty expensive. Nowadays, you can actually get a decent electronic. Maybe I should do that. Maybe, I don't know, something to do. But where the pads, you don't really hear shit, but when you have your headphones, they sound good, and you probably get a decent one for like 300 or 400 bucks or something. Can you sync to AI and have them put music around you? Yes, sir. I do it sometimes. Not all the time. I usually just type and I'll generate them until the person that I'm or the prompt that I'm generating has the proper flow. But yeah, I've actually did that with one of the songs. The one I did with Vazen, I sang that chorus or whatever. I sang that, and then the AI does it in its AI voice or whatever. No, I never did DMT. I would love to. I would love to. If I could get my hands on DMT, are you kidding me? I'd smoke a whole fucking pound of that motherfucker on the first day. Right. Yeah, isn't that weird, B? I did that. I tried to find that binder, couldn't find it. So back when I first started YouTube, I had these weird moments where I caught myself writing. And I'm not a journaling guy, I'm not a writer. It's almost like I was channeling, but I said so much weird shit in that binder, but I couldn't find it. I went through all my old binders, couldn't find it. But I did automatic writing back then, like 6, 7 years ago, whatever the fuck it's been now. Big fan. I'm a big lyric guy. I joke that I am an incoming and receiving satellite. I strum guitar. I make sounds, turn into words or phrases, and write it down and go from there. Oh yeah, you're sort of tapped in because that's the way you're talking about. That's sort of the way I see it too. It all kind of I don't know. Explain. You explain it better than I can explain it. How the songs become words and all that. I love your boxer, by the way. What's her name? Her name's Gracie. She's my little munchkin. She actually annoyed me earlier, man. She annoyed me, bro. Because she does not listen outside. She does not listen at all. Uh, I don't get it. Well, no, I can't say it all. But she'll just totally ignore me. Totally. Like I'll be saying, Gracie, come on, pretty girl, don't go too far. Come on, pretty girl, get over there, Gracie. And she's literally like strutting away from me simultaneously while I'm saying that to her. And that's just, it's very frustrating because, well, she's a dog and she's going to put herself in danger because she's stupid and doesn't listen. But I'm still trying to, I don't know, this like big giant fucking wolf dog walked down our road one day and she went for him and I freaked out because he was literally 4 times the size of her. He would have ripped her to bits. And I freaked the fuck out and ran at it, and I scared him away with my reaction. And ever since that day, I've been worried, and she's going to do something crazy, and she just doesn't listen when we're outside at all. And I don't know how to get her to break that of her because she just doesn't listen. Like, what do you do? Life's a waterfall, always with the water, symbols in the river of toughness. Oh, thank you. She's so cute. Yeah, she's super cute. I wish I could give you some DMT. I wish you could give me some too. One common thing people see is the manted beings, but I haven't seen them yet. Yeah, I've heard that from Dingo Thoughts, those manted beings. Isn't that what segregated when you die? DMT, I mean. They say that it releases when you die, your brain release when you're born, when you dream, and when you die, your brain's releasing DMT. I don't know. Boxers are so funny enough. They seem to be very independent and do what they want, mind of their own. At least all the boxers. Yeah, they really. She does not listen at all, at all. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I mean, well, that's just the way she is now. But it's definitely not enjoyable or fun dealing with her when she's being that way. That's what I've heard. She's independent, doesn't want to be controlled. Yeah, I appreciate her sovereignty. But her sovereignty is also fucking dumb, and she's gonna go and run in front of a car or something and get killed. I just, anyways, it's my fault. Honestly, it's my fault. It is my fault because I should have her leashed. But I want her to feel free. I want her to, when I take her to go potty, I want her to know her area. Like all the dogs we've ever had, we've had them well trained. They know our area very well. And she's just like, yeah, I'm gonna run over and shit in this person's yard today. And I'm like, pretty girl, please, man. And I should have a leash on her. I can't train her. I just don't know what's wrong with her. She's too sovereign. But I should respect that because I'm the human version of her. She's actually just like her owner, right? You know what I'm saying? So I should appreciate that about her. Honestly, I do appreciate her sovereignty. I said that to her. Pretty girl, I appreciate your sovereignty, but you're fucking pissing me off. She's sovereign. She does whatever the fuck she wants. Oh, fucking monster. Her cuteness is actually a part of her tactic to get, control of a human. The truth is, she's not a good pet. I'm a good pet. Who's really more powerful? Think about it. Seriously. I'm stressing and worried about the bills. She gets to chill. I'm taking care of her. She's the king or queen. She has the better life. I'm her pet because of cuteness, because of a wagging tail. That if all I had to do was look cute and wiggle my ass is somebody be like, okay, I got your food covered. As a matter of fact, you're going to eat the gourmet food of all foods. I'm going to fucking pay for your, you'll never have to worry about a bill. You'll always be comfortable in air conditioning. Oh, I'm Gracie's pet. Oh, okay. Yeah, she don't want to be controlled. Yeah, yeah. She's my little buddy. Except I'm the one having a heart attack when she's misbehaving or exactly. Yeah, just like woman. Ha ha ha. You could say that. Shit, there may be guys that do that nowadays. I'm sure there's guys that do that. It is more common for a woman to take that role. Yes, absolutely. They look cute and shake their ass. Hey, well, you know what I'm saying? I said, well, they do actually. They look cute, shake their ass, and some guy just. Oh, yeah, that's funny. She does. She owns my ass because she's cute. That's it. That's all she had to do was be cute. I had a standard poodle with. It's literally okay. So I'm saying that's like literally an animal trait to control. So if a cuttlefish goes and hypnotizes you with its colors and then eats you, it's the same thing. Some birds do a little funny dance with their wings out to attract the mate. Some animals use their cuteness to control creatures. She's literally doing that to me like a tactic. I'm telling you, bro. Exactly like woman. Yeah, that's sort of true. I had a standard poodle when I was shock call. You can press a button and it will make a beeping noise, and another does a vibrate, and then finally adjustable shock. 95%. I just used the beep. Ooh, I don't know if I could shock treatment my dog. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Exactly like, hey man, I'm about to buy i3 240 hertz laptop. Do you think it's worth it? I don't know. So I used to be more into computers, JC, but actually it's my little brother. He's more into computers now, and I usually get his hand me downs. He gets bored with his newest CPU or whatever after 6 months or a year, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck this. Hey, Chris, do you want this old one? Sure, I'll take it." And I upgrade my computers based on his shit getting upgraded. So, I don't know if it's a good deal. I don't know prices of laptops. I'm not into them like I used to be. I can't answer that question. Does anybody here work at Best Buy? What are you trying to do with it, JC? You would if she was running into the street and wanted her to stop. I would what? Oh, shock her? Mm. Yeah, maybe in that moment you're right. If I had a button in that moment and I could shock her and make her stop running, yeah, maybe I would. But the idea of shock treatmenting her, I don't know. Just like maybe I should get one of those invisible fences or whatever and just do that. How much are those invisible fences? I can't afford anything right now, but the beeping and buzzing in those cars are pretty effective. Whoa. That's like some fucking Running Man type shit. Like, put the fucking thing on him, and then once he goes over there, just blow that motherfucker's whole dome piece off. Low end games? Oh, yeah, that's fine for low end games. Or wait, what do you mean by low end games? We may have different opinions of low end games. Like low end modern games? Like the shit that they launch on like Xbox Game Pass and shit, like them corny games, absolutely, you'll be fine. But if you're into like, what is it called? What's the name of it? Like games we played when we were kids, fucking 100 years ago. What's that called? Retro gaming. If you're into retro gaming, man, that thing will run any game. Vibration. Nice, thanks, Chris. You're welcome, bro. I hope I was helpful. I probably wasn't. Why do truthers throw in the towel? Because they see truth, which is okay. So they see truth as this righteous path. It's what motivates them and gives them value. But then they start to see the truth also. How do I explain it? Like on a repetitive cycle, the same way life is. Entertain me another day, entertain me another day. Let's repeat that again. Let's repeat that again. They see even the things that gave them meaning and righteousness is just another little weird thing of the matrix. That's what I should put meaning into. I should find a way to put meaning into video games and retro games. That way I'll always have something to do, right? I'll never be bored. I can always go back and beat Zelda on Super Nintendo. What was that called? Uh, Zelda something of time? No, Ocarina of Time. I was on the other one. I could play. I can't remember. I played Nintendo Zelda, Link, a Pass to the Future, or wait, a Link to the Past. I think it's called. So I played that one, and then the Super Nintendo one. Maybe I should go back and play Zelda and slice turtle creatures and fucking be like, this is meaningful in my life now. I wish I could make things meaningful. But again, that's what life is. If you choose to make retro gaming meaningful to you, you'll never be bored again. And you can do that. You can do that if you want. Isn't that weird? You can make staplers, ancient staplers, important in your life if you want. You can make toy action figures important in your life if you want. Humans can attach meaning to inanimate objects. Even knowing they die at the end of the day and the animate objects may cease to exist from their perspective. Isn't that crazy? What the hell? What the hell? This reality is weird. What a weird reality. You guys created this realm, didn't you, you sons of bitches? You're all the evil bastard archons. You're tormenting me. You're all in my chat watching me. I'm just kidding, guys. I haven't gone full paranoid mode yet, but I think I'm getting close. I'm gonna probably watching that Creepy Boys channel. They're all evil. I seen his lizard tongue. Like watching me lick my shit in slow motion. Oh my goodness, bro. That one's dead. I think this one's dead too. I see smoke, but I don't feel like I hit anything. Oh, I did. I don't play any games. I've lost interest. I wish I could. I wish I could, bro. Like, I don't play anything anymore. Oh, so what would be the last game that I played? Oh, Red Dead Redemption. I played Red Dead Redemption. I actually beat it. I played it all the ways through. I didn't do any of the like side quests or any of that, because then obviously I would have to live on the game for 6 months. But it took me like fucking. It took me a long time to beat it, dude. Like I really played it a lot, and I felt like it took me a week. It took me a long, but I loved it. It was a great game. Seeing the horse die and seeing Arthur die fucking pissed me off, but that's life. That's what happens. Like Far Cry, I never played that one. My brother Dean loves that game. Far Cry, and the other one, or not, or is it Far Cry? What's the one where the little girl follows you around or whatever, and you take care of her? The Two of Us or something like that, or I can't remember. I don't know, dude. The last game. Oh well, I'll say the last game I played a lot, like put a lot of time into, was World of Warcraft private server called Project Ascension. Their seasonal leveling is really fun. I really like that game. It's a fun game. Yeah, that's how I feel about movies. Oh, you just lost interest? Dude, I'm like that about everything now. It's a video game. Imagine when you feel that way about everything, even getting coochie, everything. You just feel like nothing's exciting. Maybe I have an anhedonia. Maybe I'm just realistic about what I observe in life and everything. And I just, when I see the more morbid reality of reality, it's hard for me to then pretend this action figure is important to me. You know what I'm saying? Or this video game is important to me. Being conscious is really means to be in hell. That's what it means. A lot of people say the truth sets you free. No, it doesn't. It further enslaves you. The more conscious or truthful you become with your observable reality, the further your reality enslaves you. This is a dark realm. The truth does not set you free. That's a lie. And if you can say in the long run, if and I don't think any of this happens, I think it's all delusion. I hate to say it, but I hope it happens. If I die and I leave my body and I go, hey, I'm not going back again, and then I get free, then in a weird way you could say the truth set you free. Chris, it got you out of the soul trap. But again, I haven't experienced any of that stuff. I have to put my faith into other people that those things even happen. You know, that's why Cypher from the Matrix want to go back in with his memory wiped. Yeah, isn't that crazy? That's why he wanted his memory wiped. That's an interesting thing to bring up, Kim, because I wondered that in the Matrix. I thought, no, fuck that. I would want my memory, even if I was going to go back into it just to give in to the, what could you say, like the desires of life. I would want my memory still. Like I wouldn't want to, but then the more conscious I become, the more that part makes sense to me now. You're absolutely right, dude. You're absolutely right. He actually wanted his memories wiped. He's like, I don't want to remember none of this fucking fuck ass shit, bro. Take my fucking memories away, bro. I don't want to remember none of this shit. Oh my god. How is there that much? That movie is some sort of extra dimensional projection from an entity on the other side or something. Like that was there's too much truth in that movie. That movie almost has think about this. If we didn't know about the Bible, let's say, or any religion, Kyung, that movie would sort of be our Bible in a weird way. The Matrix is like the modern day Bible. It's really weird. Everything in that movie's come to pass or been true. It was almost really like a documentary, for Christ's sakes. I feel a lot like that, bro. That's why I want to get this laptop to keep me from offing myself. Maybe I'll feel better. Yeah, do it. That's why I always promote that shit. I never say, oh, you're ignorant. No. If you can enjoy watching football and eating hot dogs, do that. Especially as a conscious truther. Otherwise, you're going to lose your mind. I say these things. I don't say pretty much anything lightly unless I'm conscious of that I'm joking. Other than that, if I say it, it's like very important. When I say shit like that, dude, man, if you enjoy whatever, I don't care if you got to wear leather straps and have dominatrix type shit. But if it makes you feel good or happy, and you're a conscious truth seeker, and you haven't felt happy in a long time, you better do that shit. You better be Cypher and not feel bad about it because, well, you still have a sanity to maintain in this realm. This realm's so dark that even learning the truth starts to drive you insane. It starts to, I almost said crazy. Starts to drive you crazy, starts to drive you insane. I know, man, like literally what I'm saying right now is absolute truth. Like literally listen to what I'm saying though. Because you'll come back in a month and say, well, man, and I'll say, yeah, that's why I was saying that. But I guess it doesn't come off powerful when I say it, but man, it means a lot. If this is some video game simulation, whoever's playing it has to be boring. Yeah, one of you. Do you remember I said, think about it like this, guys. This is what makes me know the real world sucks. Because we play video games to tap out, to get out of our real world. And if this simulation is preferable to the real world, they're playing this so they can tap out of their real world, then the real world really fucking sucks. It is prom. And those guys who supposedly created the Matrix story stole it from one. Yeah, it was written by a black woman. Her name is she's done plenty of interviews. I mean, this is all common knowledge now. I remember somebody in my comments saying, no, she was making that up. No, she wasn't. She got paid. They settled out of court and said, okay, you did write it, whatever. I think she said she didn't write Matrix 2 or 3 or something. Put up, Chaco! What up, everybody? Hope you're doing okay so far. I'm doing all right. Past couple days been rough mentally. Like, not wanting to fucking be alive, but I'm getting through it like I do every time this wave of depression comes. It's to promote it. Even if somebody I know was telling me, Chris, you should set up a 1 day a week social thing. And I do try to socialize. Like I'll bring one of my old coworkers a coffee, or we'll have lunch or something like that. I do. I don't go out of my way to do it. Or one of my family members will come over. My nephew came over and hang out again for hours. I got to see my great niece again. So I do socialize, but I don't have a regimen social day or whatever. But she said she thinks that would help me. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm sort of a recluse. Like my happiest time is when I'm being left alone by all other humans. It's to promote it. Even the average normie knows about the Matrix. Oh, the Matrix. It worries you because it's so popular, huh? Or you could look at it like, well, they turned it into a movie. So it's something that if you believed in it, makes you look crazy because, man, that's just some movie somebody wrote. But, man, it correlates to reality a lot. I'll say that. And they transitioned and said the Matrix was about being trans. That mess up. That makes no sense to me. Celebrated. And then I think that the mind virus possessed them and put all that weirdness into their lives because of them putting that movie out. I know that sounds scary, but yeah, man, I don't want to upset my mom, man. I had a chance to off myself at the gun range tomorrow. Or use that money to buy the laptop. Choose the laptop, dude. God damn, motherfucker. Jesus Christ, man. People are struggling out here. I'm sorry, JC. What up, right here? Yeah, don't use I don't want to talk about suicide, guys, but yes, a lot of people that shoot themselves end up in a really bad, even worse situation. So just be careful. Anyways, Jocko. I booked the session for 357 mag, but I chose to rather get the PC. I don't want my family to be sad, man. I think that was a good choice, JC. Hope you're doing good as well. People always think hanging out with others is good for our mental health because they're extroverts, and it works like that for them. Yeah, I'm not so much. So that could just be her speaking from her personal perspective. How are you, Chris? I'm doing all right, man. You know, living in hell every day, trying to find peace and harmony and get out of this medical depression I keep experiencing. But not for us, not for me at least. I need to be alone like 80%. Yeah, me too. I struggle with that. I really just like being left alone completely. Making my little music video, just leave me alone. So I sort of avoid relationships because the truth is I can't get invested. I can't get invested the way that I would sort of have to be in a relationship. Like I can't just tell my old lady to like fuck me when I'm in the mood, talk to me when I'm in the mood. The rest of the time, leave me alone. Like that's not fair to them. Recluse here. It's a lonely journey, as we all have our own ideas, but I'd rather be alone. Yeah, being alone's pretty dope. That's good. But I mean, it has its ups and downs. I enjoy being alone. Maybe, and I just don't know. I don't know. I don't think in introducing a social, maybe if it was a social day with other conscious people, like if every Monday I talk to another truther, like when I was hanging out with Shengel and Lindy, like if it was like that every Monday, that would be cool. But you're talking about just hanging out with the average motherfucker that's like, oh, I really liked the new performance on American Idol. It's like, ugh. And if you're into that, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm not. Actually, used to. I used to like American Idol. I used to really like those singing and competition shows or whatever. But I've lost interest in that. Maybe I should get back into that. I don't know. I used to watch those. What's the other one? America's Got Talent or American Idol. America's Got Talent. I think there's another one that I used to watch. It doesn't matter, but yeah, being around. Are they delusional? Like if a person says I love football and hot dogs and it makes you want to yawn, it's not like they're lying about that. So what do you mean? Like if they get into like politics and shit like that, and you're like, oh God, dude, please shut the fuck up. you're in a fucking matrix system. You're over here talking about like people that play roles in suits. Those are demons being controlled by the system. I'm most comfortable being alone. Going out to socialize, you often have to meet them at their level and try to get along with topics and social relationship. Not to mention every social exchange is just that. It's an exchange. Usually it's what are you going to do for me? Otherwise, I'm not interested in talking to you anyways. That's most people's mentality. Like you're not going to go out. I'm not going to go out to a bar and hang out with some chick and have 2 hour conversation just for that reason. She's going to either have to find me attractive or it might lead into something. There's some like always a prerequisite. It's like almost like a business exchange. Why are we even hanging out? Oh, you're like, people are like that, man. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, you're welcome, JC. I'm sorry you're struggling. I know it sucks here. It's men that are struggling with loneliness. I don't see women struggling with loneliness. Oh, are you kidding me, bro? Woman, dude. One of you are crazy, bro. So I've seen guys struggling with loneliness, but man, I've seen some women like losing their minds to loneliness, bro. Like they get lonely, dude. They like needs, I don't know, or some of them, but then there's somebody like V that's like, I'd rather be left alone, So it just really it's the individual. But I've seen some women that experience heavy loneliness, like really starts driving them crazy. Self-termination equals instant respawn, my opinion. I hope not. What's up, depressed truthers? It's funny, dialectic, is if I was younger, if you'd have said that to me when I was like 16 or 17, I'd have been like, great. Now I know I'm never going to die. I'm always going to get to live again. Now I'm like, oh, God, please, bro, I don't want to come back. What's up, what up, John? Think Connie's there. Are you a woman? Oh, it's an energy exchange. What a great. But V, when you talk to conscious souls, though, that doesn't happen. That thing that where every fucking comment's like draining you. It's actually, if anything, it's an energy exchange, but it gives you energy. If you're actually hanging out with or talking to people that are cool and normal or people you enjoy. By the Chicago Bulls. I don't know anything about basketball, John. They take your energy and you don't get anything back. I know that they were the shit when I was a kid, though. When I was young, when I was in, you could say like elementary school, or maybe, I don't know, just elementary school. I don't think it was in middle school, or maybe it was still, but they were the shit when I was young. Everybody was on some fucking Chicago Bulls jersey shit, Chicago Bulls hat. I had a Florida Gators t-shirt once. I'm not into football. I don't care. But I really did like that t-shirt, though. It looked cool. It was like a cartoony. No, I am not a woman. Yeah, one of you's not a woman. One of you I've had conversations with on my channel. I asked about basketball as a joke. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, John. That's why I say, like, man, if I could see you say it, John, if I could see you say it, I would know you were Joe. But man, sometimes in comments, it just looks like they said it, right? It's hard to decipher. And I guess that's why when I would play World of Warcraft or any online game, I would always end my conversations with, or my statements with an LOL or a laugh out loud, just to let them know that I'm saying it a jokey way. Because you really can't tell sometimes when someone just says it, but yeah, it's I always wonder what sport would I play other than fighting, if you consider fighting sports a sport. I mean, they are in a weird way, but it's more like a thing that happens than a sport. You know what I'm saying? Like you could get into a fist fight or just a fight, whatever you want to call it. You can get into a physical altercation. That's something that happens. You're never going to be like walking around outside and all of a sudden some dude's like, motherfucker, you better catch this football or I'm going to knock your fucking teeth out. And you got to make a good pass all of a sudden. That just doesn't happen. Fighting happens. So it's not a sport to me. There's an art to it. And sure, you can win and you can win the fight. So other than fighting sport, I always wonder what sport would I play if I was. I think I would play basketball. That one looks the most exciting to me. Football looks fun if you're a roughneck type of motherfucker and you want to smash somebody. Like if I wanted to be ape gorilla mode, I'd probably go football, but or that one that Australians play that's real tough, rugby or whatever. Is that what it's called? But like other sports are so boring. Like, dude, I watch fucking golf or hockey or baseball. Oh my god, man, that shit make you want to fucking kill yourself. It's like, man, this isn't boring. Who the fuck would actually pay to watch something like that? They don't give a fuck about your energy. You just script in the system. Even so called as a program, you must obey. Yeah, you're a character in a simulation. Yes, Chris, we should chat again. That was a good conversation. Yeah, sometime one of you. I just not anytime soon. I'm just depressed and I don't want to talk to anybody except well, I'm talking to you guys now. You know what I'm saying? Like I just when I'm feeling like this, I don't want to talk to people. You brought up an interesting point with dog training. Would you personally rather always be on leash or have an electric collar or neither? Neither. I want to be taken care of. I wouldn't want anyone to take care of me like that, bro. A from Southern California, my first live stream. What up, Hattori Hanzo? That's an interesting name. What up, Southern California? How y'all doing? A lot of good music came out of South Cali. Who's good out of California? Oh, I guess Kendrick Lamar, right? Isn't he from Cali? Or Ab Soul or whatever. I used to enjoy UFC and mixed martial arts. That was back when it wasn't so mainstream. Oh, I even dude in UFC, I was still interested in up until like 2 years ago, and then I just sort of just stopped watching them. I just lost interest in that too. That was like one of my favorite. Other than like music, I would say is my main love in life. I love me some music. Outside of that, UFC was like my second favorite thing, and or I guess you could say video games was my second favorite. UFC was my third favorite. But I lost interest in that too. European football is the greatest game, or as you say it, soccer. Oh, soccer. That's boring to me, bro. When I watch soccer, bro, I'm like, man, this shit is whack as fuck. I'd see a bunch of motherfuckers running around. It looks like dots on the screen. It looks like remember Pong? It's like Pong with like 20 balls going around. It's like shit's boring. This shit ain't exciting at all. Golf is definitely gay. I'm not a fan of it. Oh yeah, I clearly young. I remember walking to the video store, which was about 3.5 mile walk, so about 7 mile walk total, to rent those old UFC where the dude was on there and it was like a cartoon guy. Was he bald? I think he was bald. A bald card. Well, anyways, he was always like just it was like UFC 1, 2, 3, 4, like oh yeah, I remember it, bro. Everyone was like, did his fucking tooth fly out? Because there was that dude. That dude had the karate gi pants, and he was fighting this big giant like Samoan looking sumo wrestler dude, and the dude charged him, and he ended up just basically moving out of the way. He dodged the bull, and before the big boy could get back up, he fucking kicked him right in his face, and his tooth went flying out of his fucking mouth. You could see it was like, it was like, whoa, that motherfucker just kicked his tooth out of his mouth. Yep. And I've seen it happen before. I've seen it happen before in the streets, which I've seen people get. But usually their shit gets crushed. It's not like it goes flying out. Usually they get smashed and like one tooth might fall out, but then the other ones are crushed or whatever. Yeah, what age did you get this mindset? Not saying it's bad, but I might have learned this way too early. Oh, probably recently, probably in the last 5, 6 years. If you're asking me when I became conscious that this realm was a shithole, probably 7 years, 8 years ago. I mean, I always didn't like reality, but when I came to terms, I was like, dude, we're in some sort of simulation, hell realm, soul trap. Something's going on here, like way, way, way darker. Probably 6 years ago, 7 years ago now. Everyone is and a nasty funk lately. Well, can you blame them? Look at the reality they're subjected to. It's people that pretend to be happy that make me uncomfortable, which is, well, every single person on social media. How many people on like Facebook or MySpace or whatever people use nowadays upload a picture of them like this, sitting there depressed because, well, they're having another shit day. They're always, it's fucking bizarre to me. It's like, what is it with you human entities that pretend masks? It's so silly. You are delusional. Anyway, like, humanity's delusional. I can definitely do without some anymore. We're having a flea infestation this year. Ay. Yeah, the fucking mosquitoes came back pretty heavy last night. Now I'm hoping for another wave of them fucking dragonflies, baby. Please, Lord, send the fucking dragonflies to me. Soccer is lame. I'm not a fan of it. 26 people watching. Don't forget to like. Oh my god, that's not bad. Fuck yeah, dude. We almost got 30 people going, baby. Even your answer you already doesn't mean it's the correct answer. You know, maybe you learn by your level of discernment. That's why the ultimate question doesn't answer yet. I was listening to a guy yesterday saying the universe has a sick sense of humor, willing his ass off to get ahead. Oh, working his ass off to get ahead. Then his AC went out and transmission. I thought, oh god. Yeah, worse is the New Age manifestation community. Yeah. There does seem to be something to manifestation. But past our weird ability to make things happen in this realm, uh, yeah, basically I'd say 95% of what they say is delusion. I've tested manifestation. There's something to it. Our subconscious or something is connected to the machine of what the machine has to project or something. But I've also been trying to manifest something for a long time now, and it hasn't come. So, oh, and then here come the excuse. Oh, it's because you aren't ready or you haven't learned. It's like, man, when does it work? How come it only it works when the reality wants it to work? We'll say. How about that? So then that just proves manifestation bullshit. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But everything is light, Anna Brown shit. No, that's unrealistic. It's literally delusion. Dude, it's so ridiculous. People pretend to be on a beach all the time. Manifesting equals. Yeah, right. Uh, Here's how manifestation actually works. You really, really want something in your life, and then you work for it, and it'll come to you. There is something to manifesting, but oh my God. Many of these people pushing it seem very delusional often for the surface level bullshit. Um, you got to keep in mind that these are also some of the most wound up, miserable. Like what's that dude's name? The Infinite Waters. Breathe that fucking Prama or whatever he says. What's his name? That's his name. Infinite Waters, isn't it? Isn't that his name? Anyways, that guy just like. These people are telling you what they need to hear every day. Do you understand? So they're actually the most wound up of everybody. They're motivated to get on YouTube every day and tell you again, for the trillionth time, that it's all love and just think positive. And motherfucker, if what you were saying was true, you wouldn't have had to tell us past your first video. Why are you now on video 6,942 still saying that same shit? That's kind of like them pharmaceutical companies. If medicine actually worked, you wouldn't have to refill my script every month, right? Good ass. Oh yeah, Ralph Smart. That's his name, Ralph. We'll say Ralph Interesting on this channel. Ralph needs to be more honest with himself. Yes, he needs to say, guys, this place is dark. If Ralph Smart actually gained a smartness, he would get on his next video and go, guys, I'm sorry. I've been trying to just make people's lives better. I thought I was doing the right thing. The truth is, the reason I have to repeat this message to you every day is because it's not good and because it's not getting better and because it is a hell realm where we struggle and suffer, to the point that I have to hear myself say this shit every day. The real truth, though, is the opposite of what I'm saying to you. That would be some real shit. But Ralph ain't a real motherfucker like old Chris Adair says. Ralph needs to be more honest with himself and others. Yes, he does. I listened to your Holes video yesterday. Was laughing my ass off. Was that a funny video? Holes, what was that one about? I remember I said that. Oh, everybody goes down a little rabbit hole. Oh, let's go down this hole. Let's go down there. Oh, God, bro. Then the empty holes that humans have inside. It's true, bro. It's true. I'm a real one, bro. And people give me shit for being real, too. Isn't that crazy? I don't see anybody on YouTube that's as real as me. And that's not an ego thing. I'm just being, again, real. I'm just being brutally honest. They'll make excuses to avoid being real. They will make excuses to avoid being a real, genuine human. Oh, tough guys don't cry. Human beings cry. There's, like, that's one of the things that I get attacked. Oh, you cry. It's like, I'm genuine, bro. You're giving me shit because of that? Well, then I'm giving you shit for being another fucking robot that's programmed to not be human. You're a weirdo to me. All you non-criers are fucking weirdos to me. You're all just playing your role of being, you ain't even tough anyways. You ain't tough. You really think you're tough? There's plenty of fucking gyms local to anybody that really thinks they're a tough guy. Go find out how tough you are. Oh, tough guys don't cry. Mike Tyson cries. John Jones cries. I guarantee you would not tell them they're not tough guys in person. They would devour your soul. they would brutalize you in front of your mama and laugh about it and eat you and play with your guts while they're crying. I'm sorry, bro. She doesn't have many holes in the body physically. Yes, we do. If you cry, you are a demon. If you show human emotions, you're a demon. Look at that in sweat. Everything leaks out of this dude. Look, his eyes leak water. His armpits leak water. His fucking knuckles need to get popped. Man, this dude's some evil guy. Like, think about it like this. The guy you're looking at on the screen is so emotionally affected by the nastiness of the environment that it's got him in tears. But he's a demon. I can't even cry anymore, Jade. As fuck. I can still cry. I'm still emotional. I like it when people can be authentic to show their tears, man. I hate this wannabe alpha crap. Yeah, it's so silly to me. It's like, that doesn't make you tough anyways, bro. Like, there are plenty of avenues in life where you could go be a tough guy. Go be tough over there. I wish I could cry. Really? Well, I can understand that. If I couldn't cry, I would be upset about that. I almost said I would cry about it, but if I couldn't cry, I wouldn't be able to cry about it. I guess I'd be upset about it. So I'd be sitting there mad. I can't feel that. Or release that is what it really is. It's more of a release. The toughest guys I know cry. They'd be there to defend me. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So you could call me beta or say I'm soft or whatever because I cry. But the truth was, if shit got real, you'd see I'm the furthest thing away from a beta male or soft fuck boy. I'm emotional for sure and female, and I've seen this plenty of times in my life. I've actually been surprised by guys I thought were tough guys, but because of situations that got real, and then I got to see people's true colors and all that shit motherfuckers talk. It's just that. Think about it like this. They're talking it. If it was genuine and real, they wouldn't be talking about it. That's why they say you got to be worried about the quiet ones. Why? Because they don't talk about it. They just know. If shit gets real, I'm going to eat you. Anyways, emotional for sure and female, but my pain comes out in anger, always protecting myself. Like, what? I don't get that. I'm emotional for sure and female, so you're an emotional woman, but my pain comes out in anger, always protecting myself. Mine doesn't come out in anger. Mine comes out in tears. My pain comes out in tears. I mean, you guys see how mine comes out, but anger. I guess that has happened to me before, where I've gotten angry. Yeah, I guess that has happened, but not all the time. People who are real, they are closed at their homes, avoiding the world and cry. Yeah, this place sucks. Satori Honda, the sword from Kill Bill. Oh, okay. That's what that sounded familiar. I was like, Tori Hanzo. That's what that was. The sword from Kill Bill. That old gray-haired monster, on the other hand, has total flat effect. Psychopath. He's jealous because you are real. Not that. Oh, that guy's a. I don't care what he is, whether he's psychotic, jealous, angry, whatever he is. He's just a waste of my existence to even pay him any attention. But it's like he, with his existence, like forces himself into my reality. It's really annoying. It's like a gnat that doesn't go away. Something he can't ever be. I agree with that. I think that he points out the things that, like, well, he says he's stronger than me. It's like, bro, you ain't strong. You ain't stronger than me. He says he's better looking than me. You're not better looking than me. He says he's just dumb. He just says dumb shit. The guy says dumb shit that doesn't make any sense. It's like he's obviously delusional. So I don't know how to take him. I mean, am I supposed to take him serious? It's like this guy's a weirdo. He's slow, and what's weird, dudes. I was telling people back then, like Lions or BC33 and the other people who's tagging. I think I told maybe nonconformists, but it's like, well, why are you guys taking this dude serious? This dude's an obviously he slowed down videos of me licking my lips and said, "Did you see it, guys? His tongue was like a lizard." While literally on screen observable, it wasn't. So it's like, why are you guys taking this delusional weirdo serious? Literally, like I see him in the same light I would see like a jugged out crackhead or meth head or one of the motherfuckers talking on the wall type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, that's how I see this weirdo. He's just a creep to me. But yeah, the strongest of lies, no crime, no problem discussing their emotions are based on why do women hate emotional men? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They say they want one, but the truth is, there is something to seeing another man cry, and I can sort of understand it from their perspective why that would be a turnoff to them. I'm supposed to protect them, not be crying like some little pussy. So if they're looking for a mate, it's a turnoff. If they're looking for a friend or a buddy, it's probably not. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine. Why do you think women don't like emotional? What women are you around? Quite a few women don't like it when their men get emotional. As a matter of fact, they will even become emotionless or say like almost like emotionless shit to their husband. It makes them their husband question how much emotions they have in their fucking brains. It depends who we're talking about, but I don't. At least I hate manipulative men that use their emotions to get things. Lots of those types here in California. Yeah, see, there's plenty of women that don't like hate emotional men. So it's again falls on the individual. But I can understand from a mating meat monkey perspective why a woman wouldn't want a man that cries or is emotional. It's like, dude, shut up. You got to take care of shit, motherfucker. On the like the spiritual text daily, I feel them. Do you feel them? Well, let him cast his wand. Coyote, what you're feeling, you're creating, dude. Lion sword. I love the green wizard. He's a real one. I would say he's a pretty real dude. He may have went a little too far with his philosophy. Like I don't know, the whole Suicide Squad shit going on over there. I don't agree with any of that, but I say if we're gonna fucking off ourselves, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe it doesn't make a difference, but let's go do something strong before we just end our consciousness on the ground. That's a stupid way to go. Men in prison get a lot of letters from women. Most women are like dudes these days. Killing serial killers get a lot of letters from women. Does that mean that fucking any of the women watching the stream right now would send a love letter to a serial killer. It's like, we could just say humans can be weird, and that doesn't include women specifically or men specifically, but they're both in that box. Humans can be really weird. Most women are like dudes these days, homosexual couch surfers. I would say that they are doing that. They're increasing the testosterone, or they're messing with the hormones. We'll say, absolutely. Homosexual couch surfers. Most women want a stoic man and then complain this man doesn't understand her. Most humans are discontent. They get what they want and then realize that that's not what they wanted, or that the grass wasn't greener on the other side. They're just discontent because the human brain, not the woman brain or the man brain, the human brain is always looking for greener grass. It's always looking for a better comfort zone. It's looking for a better version of what it already has. If you have a beautiful bed to sleep in, you don't want that. You want that fucking $6,000 orthopedic bed. If you have a car that works just fine and gets great gas mileage, you don't care. You want that fucking big body V8 BMW, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's the same way in relationships. You can say, well, most women want a stoic man. No, most women want a man that doesn't exist. You could say that's a better way to say it. Is most women want a man that doesn't exist, and most men want a woman that doesn't exist. Maybe it's a balance thing, fear of balance in case he can't take care of business. Yeah, just it's a I don't know. But I can. It's a you're the man in the relationship. Think about it from a woman's perspective. You're the man in the relationship, so you got to protect me. Like when we're walking and I'm holding your hand, and these two drunk guys are being belligerent, it's your job to take care of me, not fucking start crying like a little bitch. But that I'm telling you, that's just the way they see it. Because the truth is, I could cry like a little bitch, but then I could be just fine protecting her too. So again, it just depends on the individual and who you're talking about specifically. I'm sure there's some guys in this reality that would cry and then totally not be the right dude to protect you. You know what I'm saying? And then there's some guys in this reality that don't cry, who would be a great protector, or who don't cry, who are probably a terrible protector. Again, it just depends on the individual. I don't know why I hate talking about people in general. Like all women are like this, all women are that. It's just like no, they're not. Well, that's stupid to even say that. Everybody's an individual for sure. Hormonal problem, yeah. So here's what I think. I think that they normalized transgenderism and all that stuff in advance. They knew, and that's why it was force. They normalized gay. They normalized like LGBT stuff. It was in every single movie, like forced down our throat constantly because they knew they were reducing the testosterone, because a man full of testosterone and anger and piss and vinegar and fucking frustration is more likely to rebel and fight back against a machine that's got its boot on the back of their neck. You reduce the testosterone, you turn them into these little beta male motherfuckers. Or you could say just fuck with the hormones, because now even the women are becoming, like you had said, they seem to be becoming more manly. Overall, hormones are affecting everybody. I mean, it's super common nowadays. Super common. Like guys I didn't even think would be taking testosterone or taking it. Like old coworkers I had, I'm like, you guys are on testosterone? Like, yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? Y'all don't even look like that. Like, you guys look like regular, like pudgy, middle-aged dudes. You guys don't look like athletic at all. But like that's completely normal nowadays. To go get your blood test, pay $40 for the day. Get a blood test. They tell you, oh yeah, you got low testosterone. And then a week later, you're getting that shit shot up in your ass. That's super common right now. Pretty sure podcasts like Joe Rogan and all that made that shit common. Oh, look, bro, guys like me didn't exist back in the day. That's because you're a fucking soft ass, pussy ass little fuck boy that needs to inject your manliness in your ass. Guy, I don't know how old he is. Is he 50? Are you saying I'm not going to have a good physique when I'm 50? I've never injected that shit in my nose. So the truth is, you're a fucking beta male little pussy boy that needs to inject that shit up your ass. Guys like you did exist, believe me. There's been 50-year-old men that had biceps before Joe Rogan or whatever, or guys that use this fucking bullshit, testosterone, steroids, whatever, SARMs. I still do have like a weird, and the truth is, I don't really get like take that shit. Then it's gonna make your face look all weird and fat, and your gains, which you get as muscle, are temporary. It's rented muscle. If you're fucking using that juice shit, you're paying for muscle. The second you get off of it, not only are you going to lose all your gains, everything you gained, but your body's going to be even more fucked up now because you're going to be making weird low levels of testosterone. You might grow some fucking man tits. Keep fucking with your hormones. That's Israel Adesanya got a fucking gynecomastia or whatever the fuck it's called. Because they're using that shit. Those motherfuckers are playing games with their hormones, bro. You keep using that shit, you'll turn into a woman. Yo, some of them, I don't know if this shit's made. And again, people can make shit up, but in a Reddit post. But to see like 10 or 20 of them saying the same thing, you guys know that when a lot of these guys take steroids, it makes them even gay, even. Like it makes them want to fuck a man all of a sudden. A lot of people talk about like John Jones, how he was like, maybe he's gay, maybe he became gay. It could have been the hormones from all the testosterone and shit he was taking. Made him all of a sudden want to be a gay man. We're pushing all the old ladies out of the way to escape the fire. Hey, they're closer to death than I am, bro. I got to get out of here. I still got like 30 or 40 years. These motherfuckers only got like 5 or 6 left. Get out the way, lady. Only the strong survive. That's a cool movie. If you like silly type martial arts movies, check out a movie called Only the Strong, bro. That's some hard shit. You guys know that shit? Capoeira? The jingle, I like that shit, bro. They start fucking breakdancing shit, and they start fucking doing acrobats and knocking motherfuckers out with their little spin kicks and shit, bro. Most unrealistic. You'll never see a capoeira master just because Anderson Silva trained in capoeira does not mean he's a capoeira guy that did well in UFC. You're never going to see a capoeira guy do well in a real fight. I hate to say it. They may get some lucky spin kick and catch somebody on the button type shit. Sure, anybody can hit the lottery, but overall, it's not real, but it makes for some great movies. Like Steven Seagal had some decent movies. I mean, that guy's a douchebag, right? Do you think his style is fucking effective in a real fist fight? I would break that boy's jaw 8 times before he ever caught one of my punches. It's just like, it's so silly. Has anybody ever been in a real fist fight? You trying to grab a guy's arm up in mid punch? Who are you fighting? That's why the shidoshi needs his fucking his students to stand there and go, oh, and throw this and do all. It's like, because if this shit got real, you wouldn't be able to do none of this shit, motherfucker. Why you see bullshitos? Them bullshitos. These motherfuckers. Steven Seagal's one of them, dude. Or them dudes, is that Aikido? Is that Aikido? I know he's Aikido. He's Aikido, but is that Aikido masters ones where they just like touch the person, the person rolls for them? They're like put their hand on the person, they're like, oh, like they're being shocked and shit. It's just like, oh my god, it's so like watching grown men role play. Like, bro, you may as well have on a brown cape, robe, and you throwing colored crayons at your opponent, saying lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. And he's sitting there going, like a role player, dude. I'm sorry. We all need more oxytocin. I'll take a whole bunch of oxytocin. Please give me some oxytocin. Like dudes in UFC, oh my god. Partner is balance like that too. I think women like just balance and it scares her. Primitive level, like Victoria said, it by design quite a program of division. Absolutely. And if you fuck up the hormones, that's a great fucking program of division. Women will start to hate everything about men, and men will start to hate everything about women. They're doing a good job. You literally have pill communities now where all they do is hate women or men or whatever. Van Dam and Kumite. Fuck yeah, bro. Kumite. Kumite. I fight hard every night and day. You guys remember it? Dude, that shit was hard. To live my way. What was that? It was a. It had to be like one of them old 80s type sticks or something. I love them, bro. The old Jackie Chan movies and shit too, bro. The drunken kung fu one he did, that one was dope, bro. But will you ever see a drunken kung fu guy in the UFC? No. There was a drunken boxer that did pretty good. What was his name? There was this boxer that used to sort of drunken dance, and he'd be beating the fuck out of people too. What the fuck was his name? He fought Floyd Mayweather even. He did pretty good against Floyd. He actually probably was one of the better fights in Floyd's career. What was that guy's name? But he would dance. And what's really weird though, he was effective with it. And some of the judges or the refs would be telling him, hey, stop horsing around in here. It's like, dude, that's my fighting style. So he would have to like fight in his non-fighting style, which wasn't fair to him, but evidence is revealed bit by bit, truth shall prevail. The truth has prevailed, Ryrie. You are in hell. I never even got into a fight. I guess I am a beta male. That doesn't mean you're a beta male. No Retreat, No Surrender with Van Damme was a fun movie to watch. Oh, yeah. He made a pretty good heel, didn't he? He was pretty good at being a mean bad guy. Do you remember him in Double Impact when the tougher twin got mad about him? He's like, you over here looking at this guy in his fucking red silk underwear. His silk boxers. He's like all mad about the dude's like pink silk boxers or some shit. Fighting is low IQ, but if you feel good that way, good for you, man. I would say fuck all the kung fu and karate and jiu-jitsu and boxing and wrestling and buy yourself a good old-fashioned shotgun. That way, if anybody poses a threat to you, you can just aim towards the motherfucker and he's going to have a bad day. But being good at physically defending yourself is definitely a useful trait to have, I would say. Remember the phase 2 did about chemical imbalance? That would be better described as hormonal imbalance, like what cortisol does to you. Too much fucks you up real bad. Fuck, dude. All these dead now, or all that's dead now. They have eliminated martial arts movie. There were no big stars like that from the 90s era. But yeah, I don't really remember anything like that. Or there was that one dude that came after Jackie Chan or Jet Li or whatever was his name. He was in quite a few karate movies, or I didn't get into any of them, but oh yeah, Eddie Gordo was the capoeira guy. If you ever played Tekken, the dude that break dances and beats the fuck out of people, that's capoeira. That's what I was saying with the banana way, banana way, banana. There you go. Yeah, shotgun. I'm going to learn martial arts. It's far more than just fighting. Martial arts also teaches you discipline, teaches you self-control, teaches you how to control your emotions. Martial arts, let me say this, fuck martial arts. Everything can be a great teacher, but you have to be a great student. Martial arts can teach you all kinds of shit, but you have to be seeking the information. Now is zombie phone era. People cannot leave their phone, even chilling with friends. I miss 2000 era. I sort of miss the early 2000s too. The early 2000s, or even, up to the 2010s, maybe 15s even. But then again, when I was in that era, I missed the 90s. And then when I was in that era, I missed the 80s. So I don't know what I want. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm a human, and human beings don't know what they want. They want something that no longer exists. That's what they always want. Whether it's the imaginary girlfriend, the imaginary boyfriend, the imaginary reality. We are not content in our current skin. We aren't satisfied. In our mind, the grass is always greener on the other side. We are not content and we're not appreciative. Fighting. What's your workout technique? I go in there and I try to lift what I call mid heavy. So I lift on the heavier side for whatever my body can do with that exercise. Usually it's max weight. But if you're talking free plates, obviously I can't do max weight. I don't think I could bench 600 pounds or something. But on most of the machines, I go up to the top weight, um, and then I work out with that until I'm tired. And then I'll drop down a plate. I'll do another set with that. And I'm like, okay, my deltoids are burnt out. I move on to the next set or the next exercise. If I'm still sitting there and I go, I think I could do one more. I'll drop down one more plate of weight. So like if it's on 160 pounds, I drop down to 140. And I do that. And then I'll work out again. I just do that mid heavy. I lift on the heavier side. Some people could say I'm an ego lifter. The truth is, I love the way it makes my body feel. I love the way it, not my body so much, so more like the, not the muscles, but the tendons and everything that holds it all together, sort of like locks in when I'm lifting heavy. I don't know how to explain it. I'm finally moving out of Canada. I still haven't done my max curl. So I'm right now I can curl probably the 70-pound dumbbells pretty decent, like steadily. Maybe I could do 2 or 3 reps, but I haven't maxed out and I don't want to because the bicep's not really a big muscle. It's not a big muscle. It's actually a smaller muscle. You shouldn't be. And a lot of people rip their biceps. So I say I lift like mid heavy. I don't go to where I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But I do lift on the heavier side. You'll see me getting ugly in there. You'll see me get ugly. I'm finally moving out of Canada in 26 to live in a country where I'm allowed to defend myself while sucking China. The innocent victim has no real protection and currently in this nightmare. Sorry to hear that. Unplugging the player. A lot of people I watch are in, not a lot, I mean, a few people I watch are in Canada, and a lot of them go back to Canada from some place they were. So, I mean, it can't be all that bad. You know, people are going back to it. That's their home. That's what they consider home to them. It can't be that bad. But I do know a lot of people hate like the political shit about it, like the whole Trudeau or whatever the fuck they're called, the Canadian Parliament or whatever the fuck it's called. I know they're all a bunch of weird, like super libtard ass weirdo motherfuckers, but free speech at all, it's a dystopian nightmare. Really, UK's like the dystop. So what do the people do? Do they just acquiesce? They're just like, okay, let's all conform to not speaking freely. They just do it. And if you speak freely around them, they literally like make you be an NPC like them. Bro, if Florida ever got like that, I would just start shooting people. You got me fucked up. I would never live in that kind of. I'd start shooting motherfuckers around me if I was in the UK. I'd be like, what? Yo, fuck you. You're gonna tell me how to talk or live, boy? I'll eat you. The Power of Now by Eckert totally has a. I guess it's a good thing I'm in Florida because, like, if there is a plan or a script or a meaning to my life, it's a good thing I was put in Florida because somewhere else I might end up in trouble. Eckhart Tolle has a point. Be content with this moment as it is. Yeah, and humans are not. Humans are not. Actually, it's hard as a human. It's hard to be in the present moment. You're always in the past. You're in the future. You're in the. It's hard to be present. It's weird. It's like we're like an entity that should have been normal, but its brain got shocked at birth, and now it's operating in this sort of like broken down, weird, fucked up state or something. Maybe it was one of the shots we got when we were babies. Like, I think about that all the time. Then I'm like, but wouldn't some Aboriginal living out in the Amazon, like, wouldn't they be like some ascended human because they didn't get the weird shot to melt their brain? You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, me as a person that's gotten the shots, not any fucking current shots. I'm saying I probably got the weird shit when I was kids, like measles, chickenpox type shit. But I see them as primitive to a degree in some cases. Like I don't see them talking about philosophical things on the same level that a lot of, you could say, Americans do, or modern humans. Sure, they have great agriculture and all that, or they're great at hunting, they're great at surviving, but I don't see them as some ascended being. Like, go to the concert. Oh my god, why must up the phone? Not enjoying dancing while watching, so dumb. What? Right here, I don't understand what the fuck you just said. Of the Canadians, they might not have faced a legal nightmare. Pretty go. Please don't start with that. Like, never have so I've never come back. They can usually speak a few languages. And this is so bizarre that she does this to me because, like I said, I won't stream and she won't come and visit me for 3 hours. But then I'll start streaming and she wants attention instantly. Well, not instantly. I mean, I guess it's been an hour and a half, but I've been to Florida once, loved it. I like Florida most times. It's grown on me. Yeah, it's my home now. Do I need to shave? Oh no, I'm still pretty bald. But yeah, the humidity. I have a short list. One in Argentina. I do need to trim my beard, I think. No, fuck it. This one, no, but so we haven't say fuck them archons. Chris, can you say fuck them archons, please? Fuck them archons. Fuck them straight up their archon asses in front of their mamas, and then beat them to death with the dick you fuck them with, and then fuck their mothers too. And impregnate their mothers so that their next children aren't little shitty archon fuckboys. They actually come out half fucking normal. Oh my god, what the fuck are you talking about, Check, you motherfucker? Ew, man, get off here. Bro. I don't want to hear none of this weird shit. This motherfucker. You already said to me, pretty girls, motherfucker, tell me. Anyways, don't matter. But yeah, fuck the archons. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up because I have been ignoring her for an hour and 37 minutes. I mean, my goodness. She's literally sitting there like this right now, looking at me in like a traumatized state because I'm not showing her attention. She's just such a. If I recorded her all the time, you guys wouldn't be saying, don't ignore her, because she doesn't get ignored. She gets 24 hours a day constant attention and then acts like a baby if she wants it and you're not in the mood. Even if it's only been an hour, she'll start to scrub it. Yeah, she's a big baby. She's a big asshole too. You're not a baby, pretty girl. I know. I know. I see through it. Your cuteness isn't working. It is working. She's cute. Anyways, all right. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Love you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Yeah, I'm coming.